Hello everyone, Estelle here with Anya on the third episode of our Poison Fencer playthrough. I played for a couple minutes and then got killed and forgot I wasn't and realized I wasn't recording. So not much happened except that we are still not ready for this place. I got a little bit of an upgrade and an earring, but everything else is as you remember it. Let's get home and go find somewhere else to farm. But first, we should get upgraded poisons because we are at 92 skill now. So after greater, we have deadly and lethal. I think that deadly is the next one. Should be, yeah. So let me just double check. Yes, I am recording. Let's grab a bunch of poisons. And let's upgrade our macro to use it. 9833. So we can't go to clues yet due to our lack of physical resist. But let's go to the ancient pyramids. That's easy enough for us. So in the footage that I lost, I did a few more fights on the Sunless Citadel, got defeated some twigs, some elementals, but then got to the boss room. That was too much for this character. So I decided to go to clues, which was a really bad idea because I didn't have enough mitigation to deal with the warriors there. And to be honest, I think I also don't have enough magic resist to deal with the bards there. Still have a bunch of poison that we need to apply before we can get the new ones. And if you haven't been around lately, you might be surprised to see that the ancient pyramid is a lot more pyramid shape now. So it got it going on for it. I just did a little bit of a makeover on the entrance and inside. Because as much as I love this place, it still felt a bit too plain at times. The mummies are where we are going to blow up our mana with our armor ignore. Oh, we forgot one enemy. Now let's get to the regular dungeon. This is a lot of fire res and a lot of energy res. Jesus, and this money is not playing around. Let's hope the paralyze breaks soon. Yeah, this is a nice upgrade for us. This is one of my favorite places in the game, just because it's such a step up from the newbie dungeons when you get to this big place so full of enemies. It's very difficult to not find a gear upgrade in here when you are new. So hopefully let this not be the time in which the pyramid fails us. How are we doing? We still have a bunch of poison to go through. I'm raising a lot of random skills, mostly because I didn't bother to lock them up. But we still have plenty of points, so it doesn't matter very much. It's a lot of decks on the trinket slots. It's very unlikely that we will find a ring that is better than this one, just by sheer amount of skill points alone. This is one of the new rooms that I built for this place, and as you can see, the mob density is off the charts. So these places like these are meant to teach the newer players how to engage in combat. Like if you just rush in blindly, you're going to have a bad time here. We might also have a bad time just due to our general low competence. Yeah, this was rough. So we got exploded by the Spectre and paralyzed by the Mummy, which also does a decent amount of damage at our current resist level. Let's hope we don't get anything too nasty on the way. Oh, but they're both still there. So it's tactical retreat time. Feel like the damage on the paralyze is what gets you. And we are very low on funds on the bank. I would have loved to get a few poisons out. Plus 8 healing. That's very tempting. We lose 3 resist, but plus 8 healing is a lot of healing. Let's see if we have anything else to upgrade. Plus 5 defense and hit points. That is good. This we don't care about. This we really care about. 6 stacks is great. Your shield has 7 DCI, this one has 4 but 8 hit chance. Yeah, let's take it. Also looks a lot prettier. This one has more health. And this one has a little tiny bit of luck, but doesn't have night sight. So let's think about it. Oh, it does have night sight. Never mind. This has overall better resists. I'm going to miss those Fizz-Raz. But look at us, already in the mid-40s for physical resistance for all of our resists. The Antlion is slightly concerning, but maybe we can take it. We got paralyzed by the ghoul. Here we have 3 sand vortexes, which we have no business fighting at this stage. So let's get out of this place. Yeah, the extra healing is noticeable. I would like to heal, if at all possible. Oh wow, yeah, we don't have the strength for it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Good energy resist, but now it becomes difficult to trade gear on that slot because the extra healing goes a long way for us. That's something I learned is that we need to be mildly careful of our poisoning due to our karma, because we are not killing enough monsters of high enough reputation to keep our karma positive. So when I died earlier, when I wasn't recording yet, I couldn't rest in the healer due to the healer calling me a bad person, which was right, I suppose. Yeah, now we can attempt to use the fancier poison. Yard 26, which is as high as we can get. I will just set a quick overhead message in here. This weapon has as much poison as your skills can handle. And I want to set it to reddish hue if I can. Oh, apparently I can't. So now I have a little warning telling me that my weapon's full. And the poison ticks are doing 20 damage, which is still nothing on the grand scheme of things, but better than the 5 damage that they were doing before. There's another big new room up ahead. This is like used to be a place in the pyramid, but the sand has taken it over time. Now a family of scorpions here. which is a really good place to farm the glands if you are in need of potions of poison and don't feel like scouring the land for nightshade like I do. And my major just have a rune book with locations for a whole bunch of different shops. But if you are newer in the game, you might wanna learn of different places that will drop things, useful things for you. 16 poison resist. It's really really good, but everything else sucks. Let's take it and we'll think about it. Let's also not die if we can. There's this little hole in there that we can go down. And those are new monsters that I added. They are tameables and they are nasty poisoners. But we are too newbie for them. Let's get our skills sorted because we are getting close to the cap. Focus is probably the last thing we'll drop. But we don't need psychology or meditation. Or remove trap or searching. Maybe we should finish clearing this floor, but I am feeling adventurous. So let's go down and see how far we can take it on the second floor. And it's impressive how noticeable it is that the difference between the amount of stuff that we take from one floor to from one of these dungeons to one of the newbie dungeons, and we got too much stuff. Run. Yep. Also, it's much more dangerous. And is there anything that we could do here? Yeah, we can like poison them and one at a time. I want to have a noticeable jump in difficulty from one floor to the next, but we have been very irresponsible with our pulls. Especially because the Vampire Lord is there and we have no business fighting the Vampire Lord yet. Let me put this here and this here. Yeah, I think that we cannot deal with that as it's right now. Excuse me. So let's try the rest of the floor first. Even though I think that we did most of the first floor. Oh, cape. Let me check that. A disappointing cape. I'm getting very annoyed at all of this paralyzes. Oh, we got mortally wounded. Bushido. Like, we get good weapons, they're just not weapons that we can use. We really need to bank this goat, we are running very low. And if we wanna keep being daring, we might have to assume that we are going to die a few more times. Let's see if they left the entrance here. Let's try to run away. Yeah, the Elder Vampire is too strong for us. We cannot take this fight at all. Oh, this bastard is still following. We have to get away. What? What? That was very mean of him. Let's try to get our stuff without eating a stat loss. If this gets too difficult, I might have to do a rescue operation with my other characters. Where's the Yank? Didn't think he would be interested in ruining our day for so long. Let's try to get our stuff now. Which might prove to be difficult depending on how much they have moved. Yeah, the good thing is that vampire, the elder is not a throw down as. but also we have no money left in the bank, so we need to get out to deposit what we have on us. And that vampire enters the ever-growing list of things that we need to get revenge on once we get a bit stronger. Let's see what we have here. Well, we don't have a lot. I mean, it's nice that we got a bunch of different stuff, but the rolls were not on our side. Could put this on and try to go to Morinia with the extra poison res. Oh, now the beetles will destroy us. So let's just dump out this stuff. Who are you? Don't think it's an enemy. And I am being too weighted down by potions that I am not going to use, so I'm going to drop them and put this one here and try to pay attention on them when they drop. Yeah, it's not a red. So let's go to the ice area, maybe? No, to the Files of Hell. Yeah, there's a lot of overland stuff that we could do as well. Could take this time just to build up skills. Maybe we'll get something nice. And I really enjoy how pretty the woodlands look like now. They are thicker, which is not something that a lot of people will enjoy, but they feel a lot nicer now. Maybe this dragon is a bit too much for us. Let's see. Yeah, we can cheese him by making him spam cures. Our poison skill is a bit too high for his majory. Oh, potion of dexterity, that's nice. Slay a sword. Where are their fencing weapons? I was mentioning in our Discord a bit earlier how as soon as I press the record button, I stop finding good items. I know it works the opposite way for some people, but for me, it's just always been like that. So let's see how well we do here. We might have been too ambitious. Yeah, the three of them are too much. Oh, the joys of being a newbie. Come on. At least one of them is already poisoned. Yeah, so the caster enemies are something that I have to look up eventually. What? I don't even know what killed me at this point. Oh wow. So where do we have an ink? Oh, right here, the big demon. Now we have 47 gold left in the bank because we forgot to convert our currency. So let's do the responsible thing and get that done. Now we can afford to die a few more times. I think that I might have a few runes in one of these rune books here that will help us. Yeah, I have plenty of them. Let's go to the Fires of Hell. If we can get the spell to work, of course. The snake is hitting a bit harder than I expected it. This is mostly because I am so used to playing the strong characters in the server that not being resist capped is making it challenging for me to properly measure the strength of the enemies. I'd like to delete this guy as fast as possible. Yeah, let's get out. Let's get a poison and get out. This is mildly difficult. Now we are getting the bludgeoning weapons that are slayers. So we continue the proud tradition of getting everything except the weapons that we actually might use. Yeah, this wide open space might not be the best place for a newbie. I mean, it's completely manageable, it just takes a very long time. And a single fail on the bandages gets brutal in here. "15 fire res, 13 poison. Well, that's very convenient. Thank you, game." Plus 10 tactics. Wow, that's a big boost for us. Of course, I am still more interested in the healing. Yeah, our Guardian has a lot of res. So we are making this slightly harder on us because we are dead set on using one-handed fencing weapons, which are a small subset of all the possible weapons. No, hit the mage. Fencing plus 3, but a lot less resist. A lot less physical resist, which is the most important one. Maybe we'll take it and use it later on. Let's see if we are strong enough for a Drake now. We could have been if we had hit the poison first, but right now I'm afraid that we are going to get 2 enemies on us. Yeah. So this guy, which absolutely rocked us in the newbie dungeon a few episodes ago, it's now beneath us. Physical. Tough choices here. There's a really big demon up there. Well, we are nothing if not brave, so let's make some bad decisions. 'Oh, he hits us with a paralyze from very far away. Oh. There's a Chris. They're letting us have hope here. Maybe too much hope. Energy area, yeah, it's absolute garbage. Where's that bunny? There. Almost got us. Let's see if we can do the fiend. We got the poison. So he will spend some time trying to heal it. But our skill is at a respectable 98 so far. Nothing too special. So this is most of the first floor. Just a few rooms left. And I think that this was a decent showcase of the progression. It still struggled on the newbie dungeons. It's supposed to be somewhat challenging here on the normal dungeons rather. But it's possible to play early poison fencer. So I could go through a whole bunch more dungeons to keep doing little upgrades. But I think that I will do some crafting on my outs to at least get this character in a better place with their skills. I can't take the two ponies at once. So yeah, that will be it for this episode. I think I have some venomous cloth laying around. So thank you for joining. Hope you are having a good time and that you are playing. As always, the links will be in the description. You can come play online with us if you want to. And you can come find my corpses all over the place as I experiment new things. And can also play by yourself like regularly. There will be a GitHub link that you can use to read the tutorial on how to set up stuff for yourself. But that will be it for now. Bye.